Hello everyone, and welcome to the Allied Esports Strafe Series Final. Just another day in paradise and hopefully a good day of Valorant.
First play is going to be taking home a whopping $1,250. Can't wait. Can't wait to see this super aggro team play on this super aggro map. So they didn't use too much utility with their strats and just like the explosiveness of like their strats. Like, if anything, the lack thereof, because they basically just kind of W-keyed them.
So. I was gonna say, we saw the BM from round one, drummers.
Yeah.
It's almost as if these guys knew the future and knew these guys were gonna just run away with this game. Brock, just so lethal on this op, and of course, Shank, how can we forget this ace that he pulls off in round 6. I mean, just stellar play from these guys to constantly be pushing through even on defense, you know, recognizing that even on defense, they know how to play these angles, how to be passive aggressive, right? They're not just patiently waiting and holding angles, but they're pushing when they know they have the information necessary to push. And that speaks volumes about this team.
I'm so mind blown that they were able to walk into B all the way through A connector into heaven and basically just clear the entire site from basically a CT's perspective. That was such like a crazy push, and just to have just the brain power just not to run or just not to really like show yourself was really good, because I know a lot of people that would have just basically just ran as soon or just planted on B as soon as they saw it was clear. These guys thought of the 900 IQ play and just like, yeah, let's just go AA.
Yeah, that to me was the play of the game if I had to pick one. We just witnessed Dog Pound take out Gosu with relative ease. Drummers, I mean, I'm still feeling a little bit of the BM myself from that game. But now we have to jump right into our next semifinal, and it's between none other than Mamba Mode Gaming and ELYSIUM. I think that it's so exciting to see two teams that we thought were really good prove to be very strong at different things, but still finding a way to find two more teams that are even better than them. You know, these guys were not slouches by any means, that of Mamba, but somehow ELYSIUM, through the likes of Kairos, through the likes of Greedy on that moment, right, making very, very high-level plays with those paranoias. I mean, it just goes to show you that the better team with the better coordination is going to win. These guys all mechanically on par with each other. Very, very much on par with each other, I think. But it just was a little bit more synergy and cohesion and probably communication on the side of ELYSIUM that put them over the edge, and now is going to put them in our grand final against Dog Pound. But now, as we kind of look towards the future, drummer, Dog Pound versus ELYSIUM? Try to predict that game, my friend.
If I could actually predict, I somewhat see Dog Pound coming out on top. I say my guess 13-9 Dog Pound.
Okay.
That's my guess.
That's actually not too bad of a prediction. It's pretty forgiving of ELYSIUM. I mean, I don't disagree with you actually, because if I had to consider how well ELYSIUM did in terms of like winning and securing that game compared to Dog Pound just did it cleaner. Dog Pound just came out and proved that they were just the better team on this day, and played a game kind of like just as clean as they could possibly play it. Didn't waste any time, didn't, you know, get complacent, and I think that is oftentimes characteristic of a very, very high caliber team.
I also don't think that we even saw the top level of Dog Pound as well. I think we're still missing, I feel like there's a missing piece where we haven't actually seen how good they actually are. That game, all it really did was W-key Gosu. That's really it. So it'll be really interesting to see like what they're actually capable of if this team is, you know, better than Gosu.
I think these two teams are ready for each other and probably the most deserving of this grand final appearance, and I think we're in for a good one. Let's just go straight into our grand final. No time to delay. just playing their hearts out and doing it so cleanly too. So much can be said about this team entirely, right? Shank, this is someone we saw get an ace earlier and provide so much frag potential on an Omen, no less, right? Where, you know, he's more of a lurker, but proving to be able to be good at just entering onto site and finding these frags. And I can't tell you how many times we saw him with 10 or less HP, but also Kairos just doing so much for his team, getting plenty of trades and entries as well. And then, of course, my favorite, my MVP of this entire series and of the day, and Paulie we trust, baby. It's gotta be Paulie. And this man single-handedly between his Hunter's Furies and all of his entries like this, like just peeking and doming people, no fear. And just right here even too, Paulie able to get this clutch here with this. I mean, this was so spectacular to see. The right click miss as he jumps out of the smoke and the quick transition to the diffuser. So well played and a very much deserved win for ELYSIUM.
Absolutely. I loved watching these guys play. It was great Valorant all around. I loved watching Dog Pound, you know, especially they gave us a lot of good laughs with their pushes and everything like that. Their big brain strategies. Really well played from ELYSIUM. Just good, clean Valorant right there. It's the best way you can put it.
ELYSIUM with the victory and your Allied Esports Strafe Series champions.